Okay, going to talk to you today about the Three Penny Opera again. I've already posted a couple of videos which are well worth looking at regarding some of this whole social and historical background to the play, some of the ideas behind what like Brecht's epic theatre actually is. I'm going to talk today in a little bit of detail about Mac the Knife. So the Three Penny Opera, Brecht's play, the main character within it, I guess you can call him the main protagonist, is a character called Mac the Knife. Now, Mac the Knife is a classic example of what Brecht I don't think Brecht actually ever referred to it like this, but it's certainly something that it's been referred to about his work after he died, is this idea of an anti-hero. So Macheath, Mac the Knife, is not a nice character. He's not a nice character at all. The very first song of the play, the kind of introductory song, is the Ballad of Mac the Knife. And during that song, we find out lots of very dark information about him. For example, Mac is a rapist, he's an arsonist, he also robs and kills. Money is a really important thing to him. He is what he's been described as like a slave to his base instincts. So he sort of very much likes women and like sort of sleeping around with lots of different prostitutes. It comes out throughout the play that he's sort of got lots of romantic affairs happening with sort of many of the different other female characters of the play. So in all of those respects, Mac is actually not a very nice character at all. He threatens a lot of other people in the play. He uses violence on a couple of occasions with members of his gangs. He's very manipulative, and he's also a liar. You know, he's a straight up kind of liar to women, and he, like I said before, he's a real slave to sort of his own sexual kind of base instincts. So all of these things put together mean that he's not a particularly nice character. However, in all of the performances that I've ever seen of the Three Penny Opera, Mac is always presented as being quite a charming character. He also is responsible for quite a few moments of sort of kind of humour within the play. So what you need to consider when you're thinking about Mac the Knife is that he is what we call a morally ambiguous character. He does bad things, and yet he comes across as quite charming, quite a successful, well-established kind of nice nice isn't the right word actually. At the very end of the play, spoiler alert, at the very end of the play, Mac actually comes out completely successfully from all of the wrongs that he's done throughout the play. He gets off with it. He gets away with all of his crimes. And so Macheath, I guess the point that Brecht's trying to make with Mac is that bad characters actually can be very, very successful, and I think that he's making quite a deep social point about society, essentially, that the people who are the most selfish, the people who are the kind of the biggest liars and the ones that are willing to rob and to go that extra mile to kind of to kill, to try and make money, they're the ones essentially that will become successful in life. And so that becomes a whole metaphor for what Brecht was trying to say about society of the time, which was that essentially that it was greed and it's money that kind of like rules the world, and not actually kind of kindness and altruism. It's actually about, you know, people who are selfish who are actually the most successful. So that is Macheath in a real nutshell. There's a lot more to him as a character, but to just kind of summarise, very morally ambiguous character. He needs to have equal measures of kind of danger, of kind of evil, sort of quite. I think danger and this threat of violence that is carried around with Macheath at all times needs to be shown. So you need to think about that, and how you're going to bring that to life as an actor. But then also, he's a very charming character. He's responsible for lots of moments of humour within the play, and the audience build up quite a strong relationship with him. I think that, in the performances that I've seen, the audience like Mac. He's like a likeable character, even though he does not very, very nice things. So you've got to try and get across those two quite kind of different elements of his character if you are trying to approach him as a character. So there you go. There is Macheath in a nutshell. There'll be more videos to follow, so watch this space.